Hello guys, welcome back to Audit Empire, the home of the best police encounters on the internet. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Now, let's jump right into today's episode.
What do you mean?
It's private property. You can't record in here.
This is private property?
Yes.
Who owns it?
The city.
So if the city owns it, that means it's public property.
Public property would be outside, not inside.
No, for sure. If the city owns it, that means it's...
Our first clip of the day is brought to us by Long Island Audit. In this one, we've got a man recording in a building that is public accessible, and he's here to educate, it seems like, Deputy Bradley this time. So let's see how this one unfolds. I am sure we have an idea how it'll go, but let's take a look.
I don't know.
Hi. Can I help you?
Hi, who are you?
I'm Deputy. How can I help you?
Your name and badge number, deputy?
Deputy Bradley, 3216. How can I help you?
Oh, I don't need any help, deputy. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You can't record in here, sir.
What do you mean?
It's private property. You can't record in here.
This is private property?
Yes.
Who owns it?
The city.
So if the city owns it, that means it's public property.
Public property would be outside, not inside.
No, for sure. If the city owns it, that means it's funded by the taxpayers, ma'am. Correct? Hi, sir.
You good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Go get Robert for me. Can you go get Robert for me? But the problem is that you're walking into their offices and reporting stuff inside their
Oh,
offices.
yeah, what can we do then?
Now, if you were just in the hallways, that would be different, but you're actually going into our clerk's offices.
Well, see, now you're moving the goalpost. Now you're moving the goalpost, right? First it was private property. Now it's
Because-
only. Yeah. So hopefully they can help you. Thanks, sir. Appreciate your time. Hopefully.
Hey, brother.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You mind if I get your name and badge number, sir?
Yeah, it's Deputy Wisnat, 3221.
Hi, deputy. How are
Who are
you?
you?
My name is Sean.
Sean.
Just Sean, sir. I just want to go by Sean.
Okay, what's up?
I'm just taking some pictures and video here in the publicly accessible areas of the
Okay.
building
yeah,
here.
brother, no argument with you.
Perfect.
Just don't go into the courtroom.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
For sure. My intention is
stay
not
in
to
the
go.
hallways.
My intention is not to go in the courtroom, sir.
Just give me a holler.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would just say, are you a supervisor, sir?
Nope,
No.
I'm
Do you,
deputy.
can I speak to a supervisor?
Nobody's here but me.
Nobody's here but you?
Yeah, as far as the sheriff's office. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to get the deputy behind you, the female deputy. You know, I like to spread some education and, you know, spread some awareness on the fact that, you know, she came up to me saying that this was private property. So I just wanted to explain to her that, you know.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you, deputy. Appreciate it. I just want to make sure we're good.
So, yeah.
Okay, thank you, deputy. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I have no intention of going to the courtrooms or anything. Just, huh?
Can you, I got 4 hours. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going in. That's not what I want to do.
That's all of it.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
I'm just gonna stay in publicly accessible areas.
I got it.
All right, thanks, deputy. I appreciate your time, sir. Thank you. Thank you for clearing everything.
So as you can see, Sean's here to do some educating, right? And he does a pretty good job. Again, the deputy that approaches them later on, who seems like he is kind of in charge here, so to speak, right? Although they all address themselves as deputy, he does know that Sean's not really breaking any rules, right? He's in the public accessible halls. He just says, don't go to the courtrooms. And Sean wasn't going to do that anyway, right? So hopefully this whole process, it's short and sweet, but hopefully, you know, Deputy Bradley here had a learning experience today from Sean, and that would be great, right? They can move on with their day.
Need no assistance. Can y'all please leave my house?
911 for heart problems.
I didn't call anybody. I want to know how that's gonna get fixed.
Our second clip is brought to us by So Far So Good 3. And the most glaring thing here from this clip is this guy's door is broken down by a bunch of police officers, and he is clearly upset, as I would be. And I'm sure you guys too. Have a look.
I'm recording. Listen, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Did y'all just break my door?
It's not you knocking on the door. 10
And
minutes.
you can keep knocking. I'm fine. I don't need no assistance. Can y'all please leave my house?
911 for heart problems.
I didn't call anybody. I want to know how that's gonna get fixed. That's not the first time I've had to fix that because of you guys. Who's gonna fix the door? Who's gonna fix the door?
Is there anyone else in the house?
No, I don't have to answer any questions. Have I been suspected or articulated for reasonable suspicion in connection with a crime? Yes or no?
Do you need any of us?
No, I do not. Can you please leave my house? Okay. Have I been suspected of a crime?
No, that's what we're trying to figure out.
Okay, I have
You don't need medical.
I have nothing else to say. I have already told you I do not need medical attention. Do you need me to repeat
I'm
that?
letting you know that's why we were.
Have I been suspected of a crime?
Dude, the call came out as a medical call.
Okay, I told you I do not need medical assistance. Now, have I been suspected of a crime?
Do you want to hurt yourself or others?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
So, as you guys saw, this guy is very frustrated with these officers who just busted down his door on a false alarm call. And what blows my mind about this is it seems like it wasn't the first time. He even mentions he's had to do this before from these officers. So I'm sure this guy is just fed up with this, and as I would be. And I'm sure you guys too. Like, that's what I was saying, right? You don't want your door to be broken down and then you have to fix it based on a false alarm call. Come on, officers.
7457 just received a call from a state employee who was leaving headquarters by correction by building E. Edward of a black male.
Our next one is brought to us by the Batosai. So in this one, this man is recording obviously from a public accessible sidewalk, and it seems to be he's outside of the quarters or the offices of these men, right? These police officers. And you also notice, I'm sure by watching, that there is a loud helicopter above them. Now, not sure what caused the helicopter to come out, but let's see how this unfolds. Have a look.
I'm alright.
What are you up to?
Just taking pictures.
Why?
What's that?
Why?
Why can't I?
Well, why are you taking pictures of our building?
Am I not allowed to?
Well, I just want to know why.
I'm just taking pictures. Just curious about it.
Curious about what?
The building.
And what's about the building that you're interested in?
Just the structure, that's it.
The structure?
Yeah,
Do you
that's
have
it.
an identification on you?
No, I do not.
What's your name?
I don't feel comfortable giving that.
You don't.
No, no.
You don't feel comfortable.
No.
Well, why in the world are you filming this?
It's a public building. Why not?
No, there's got to be a reason why you're doing it. There's got to be a reason why you're doing it.
No. Am I being detained?
No. But we're going to ask you why you're filming our buildings for some reason.
I can't film it? It's just a building.
Yeah, but we'd like to know why.
It's a public building, so there's nothing wrong with filming.
We'd like to know why. It's interesting that you're doing it. It's unusual that you're doing it. Don't you think?
Nope.
You think that that's unusual?
Not at all. Why would it be unusual?
It is unusual for people to take and come and photograph and film the building at the state police headquarters. Don't you think that's odd?
Not at all.
We do.
How's it odd?
Because we have a security interest here.
Okay. Where, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with filming a public building. I don't.
Sure, but why would you do it? I'm curious about what your motive is.
There is no motive. I mean, it's just gathering the interest of the public.
Say that again?
Gathering matters of interest for the public. That's
Really?
it.
What's interesting about that building?
Well, one, it's being paid by tax dollars.
It's already been paid for.
It's being paid, it was paid by tax dollars, right?
So how does that make it interesting?
Because it's a matter of interest public.
In what way?
Because it is. I mean, it may not be interesting to you, but it may be interesting to others.
Do you find this interesting?
Just filming.
Okay.
You guys doing all right?
Yeah, how about some?
I'm doing fine.
He says he doesn't have any ID and he doesn't want to identify himself.
I mean, if I done something wrong, then I'll ID myself.
Well,
We want to be able to identify you because a series of events that have been occurring within the United States over the past 5 years.
yeah.
Don't you think we would like to ID these people when a catastrophe does hit? Because it's not a matter of if it's going to hit, it's a matter of when it's going to hit.
So basically, I'm guilty until innocent, right?
No, absolutely not. That's not what our criminal constitution states. You're innocent until be proven guilty. However, we want to consolidate all the evidence that we have if something were to occur and come knock on your door first if something does happen.
Well,
not saying you're
I
a
have
suspect.
no ill will intent. I don't have any
You think
kind of
it's
nature of that.
suspicious that you have 3 video recordings and they're all up in our face, and you're just walking around the building nonchalantly, trying to draw attention to yourself, because that's what you're doing. Yeah, you obviously should do that from our perspective.
Not at all.
Well, okay. Well, we were here to protect the people that work for DPS, the citizens of DPS, and all we want to do is carry out our job. Trooper Snow's trying to gain some intelligence just in case something were to occur. I seen him just trying to back up. Yeah, that's a helicopter. That's the problem with the DPS.
Is that for me too?
Is that entertaining?
I mean, it's doing circles.
Something suspicious like this. Hey, do you have scouts out here looking at us? I might have to cruise around the parking lot. IEDs placed anywhere? You see what I'm saying?
You're free to do whatever you like.
Oh, I know I am. You don't need to tell me that.
All right.
Why would you?
Once again, am I being detained here?
Why would you hide?
Am I being detained here?
No, we're having a
It's not
conversation with
consensual.
you.
You guys have a good day.
Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why would you want to?
Nothing wrong with that.
But why would you want to? That's my curiosity.
At this point, I'm just going to remain silent.
Well, that's okay. You can remain silent, but why would you want to? That's the curiosity that I've got. That's why I'm curious. What do you find so interesting about this building? Do you live here in Austin? You have a great day.
Austin 7457 just received a call from a state employee who was leaving headquarters by correction by building E. Edward of a black male subject with a camera seems to be recording. I don't know what it is he's recording. He's on the Denison side near the tracks by the street, wearing gray shirt and black.
Okay, the crazy thing about this is at the end of the clip, the officers were questioning this man, but there's footage also from the helicopter, right? And the helicopter goes and you hear it, they describe him to a T and what he looks like, what he's wearing. So it's kind of crazy to think, did they actually send out the helicopter just for a man recording from a sidewalk, taking some pictures? Again, not breaking any laws, right? He's not doing anything wrong here. And I think it's natural that the officers will go and investigate, ask him what he's doing, as we've seen many times. And he doesn't, really have to do anything. He doesn't have to give them their name or his ID if he doesn't want to. And he even clears with them he's not being detained. So, officers, there's not much you can do here. And good on the guy knowing his rights.
It's public property, and my tax dollars pay for this
sheriff's
vehicle.
office property.
And this
it
is
belongs
public.
to the county. So if you want to take a picture with your phone, you can go out there on that sidewalk.
Which is public. So are you telling me that this isn't public property?
No, it's
So-
private. It's a private county property.
Our last one is brought to us by News Now, South Carolina. I love how this one starts. It's literally this officer being asked, "What crime have I committed?" by the man recording. And the officer says, "What crime? You're recording our police cars." I didn't know that was a crime here, officer. Well, we'll see how this one unfolds. Have a look.
Why would you need ID?
Because I want to see who you are.
That's not how the law works, sir.
It does.
No, and this is not a stopping ID state. Can you tell me what crime I've committed?
What crime?
Yes.
You're looking at our patrol cars.
Is that breaking the law, or is that just you don't like it?
No, I want to know who you are.
But sir, that's not the law. That's a personal.
Who are
feeling.
you?
Why?
Did you ask me who I was earlier?
But you have to identify yourself because
So
you're law
do you.
enforcement. No, I don't. Not if
Yes,
I haven't
you
broken the
do.
law, sir. And you should know that. How long have you
Yeah.
been on this job?
A long
A
time.
long time, and you should know that, officer.
Yeah, I do. So, you got any idea?
No, I don't.
You
I don't.
ain't gonna tell me who you are?
And I don't consent to any searches and seizures either. I haven't committed a crime.
So you don't understand that we got more miles back than you got forward.
Yeah.
And
You're really.
and the
I'm gonna
first-
take a step back. Y'all are
second
really
thing-
close, and y'all have
The
guns.
second
and I
thing
don't.
is you're not going to tell us what we're going to end up doing and not doing.
No, I'm just.
You're on our property.
Yeah.
This is
You're looking
public
in our
property.
vehicles.
It's public property,
So,
and my tax
no,
dollars
this
pay
is
for this
sheriff's
vehicle.
office property.
And this is
belongs
public.
to the county. So if you want to take a picture with your phone, you can go out there on that sidewalk.
Which is public. So are you telling me that this isn't public property?
No, it's
So-
private. It's a private county property.
This is private
And
county
if
property.
we want to know who you are, then we
Just-
have a right to find out who you are.
Does tax dollars pay for this property?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which means I have the right to be here.
You don't pay taxes, do you?
Yes.
Where you pay taxes? Where you work at?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just asking. You
I
know
pay
where
taxes
you
here.
know where we work.
Because y'all are officers.
Exactly.
That's right.
Okay.
So,
So can you see how this is in
so where do you
circles
work?
here? Tell my attorney stay on. So
Oh yeah, tell your attorney. Okay, tell your attorney. Who's your attorney?
My attorney's Mr.
so what
Paul
you're
Lee.
saying is tax dollars pay for this, but I'm not allowed to be here.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, well, no.
You're turning
That's what he
around-
just
you're
said.
turning around everything we just said.
That's what he just said,
We
officer.
said we have a right to investigate because you're on our property.
Can I have your name? Officer
No, I
McNeely?
can't.
Officer
You can't.
McNeil.
You're not gonna tell me your name.
Is that what you would tell the judge?
No, my name ain't. My name's not Officer McNeil.
Is that what you would tell the judge?
Yes. Is that what you tell the judge?
I'm not in any.
No, you tell your attorney tell the judge.
Yeah, you tell the attorney tell.
So,
Okay.
are y'all trying to intimidate me to tell y'all who I am?
No.
I haven't broken the law.
We're just finding out who you are.
I just want to know who you are.
We have a right to find out who you are.
But I have a
Am I
right to
gonna
say
be your
no.
friend?
Well, I don't need any more friends, sir. I got a really close
So why are
family.
you here?
Because I want to take pictures and film. Because it's my constitutionally protected right of anything I can see.
So why don't you go over and take pictures?
Because I want to be over here.
Well, exactly. I don't want you to be here. You don't have.
But see,
you're not gonna be
but
here.
then that's a personal request. That's a personal. It's not lawful. I haven't broken the law.
You
And
have
this,
no right to be here.
How
It's
not?
like me going to a call that I have no right to go to.
Yeah.
See, it works both
So-
ways. You just can't have your cake and eat it too.
this isn't my cake. This is I can
This
be
is you
here.
want to do what you want to do. Is what this is.
But if I haven't broken the law, what's wrong with that?
Okay, so I can go do whatever I want to.
If you haven't broken the law, you're free to go do whatever you want to do, and you should know
Really?
that. Y'all should know that. If
I
I'm
mean,
not breaking the
you
law,
should know that. You
what
should know-
hassle
you
am
should
I
know-
giving y'all?
You should know. You should be able to identify yourself to law enforcement.
If
officer.
I've broken the law, you can't just
It
walk
don't
up
matter
the.
if you broke the law
Yes,
or not,
it-
man. You making stuff up as
What's
you
the
go,
law,
man.
What's the stop and identify statute here?
What's the stop and identify?
Yes, this isn't a stop and identify state. It's not. I know this. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, it don't have to be.
So
If
what
we-
you're
if
sa-
we're requesting information from you, you have to provide.
If I don't give you my name,
In an ample-
are you taking me
in
to
an
jail?
ample professional
If I
time.
don't give you my name, are you taking me to jail?
Not necessarily.
We
Am
ain't
I
said
being-
nothing about jail. You're the one talking about jail.
I'm
You're the
just
one-
trying to
you're the
figure
one
out. I'm
saying-
trying to
you're
figure
the
out
one
my
wanting
safety
to
here because
try
y'all
to
can't.
make us-
You're trying
Y'all
to
are
make it
really
hard.
aggressive.
and make
No,
it
it's
harder
not.
than it's got to be.
How is it? How am I making it hard? Y'all want to know my name?
Why
I
is it
don't
so
have to
hard,
tell
though?
you
Why-
because
what do you
I
have
just
to
don't.
hide?
I don't.
What do you have to hide?
I
We
tell
ain't
you
got
what.
nothing to
I tell you what.
You got any
I
warrants
don't.
on you?
Tell me.
Do you suspect me having a warrant?
I don't know.
So can I ask you a question?
All right, go ahead. Ask me.
Since it's not personal,
Hurry
I
up.
mean,
Hurry up.
since it's not legal, it's personal. Can I have your
It's
address?
not personal.
Can I have your address?
Can you have my
100
address?
Joseph
It's public
No,
record.
no, 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 no.
My
I-
address is public record.
Okay, well, I
I ain't
can.
got nothing to hide. You evidently
I
have
want you to tell me.
something
I don't have anything to hide. It's just my
You got
right to
something
keep.
to hide.
It's just my right to withhold my information.
Mine too.
Okay then. So if you know that, why you ask me for my name and then get frustrated because I want to tell you?
Your name.
Can I ask you a
just
question?
won't know.
You don't have the power of arrest. We do.
Who's in charge
So
here?
that's what I'm saying.
So you're threatening me with arrest because I'm not
No,
telling
I'm
you my
just saying
name.
we have power of arrest and you don't.
We do have
I'm
power.
just
of
stating
arrest.
So
a
why
fact.
bring up power of
That's a
arrest?
fact. You're the one bringing that on yourself.
Can I who's in charge here?
We both
Who's in
are.
charge here?
Who has higher
Supervisor?
rank? You're a supervisor. Can I ask you a question?
No.
Are you? Well, I'm going to. Are you detaining me?
No.
Thank you.
Bye.
I just love how this one ended because the guy literally says to the officer, who's higher rank? And obviously the one that who's first talking to is like, I am. Can I ask you a question? Officer says no. And then he goes, I am going to anyway. And literally that could have solved this whole thing, right? He's not being detained and he walks away. And so these officers really couldn't do anything, right? They were kind of working around this whole cycle of who you are. You gotta identify yourself. We do have the power to arrest if we want to. But again, this man at the end of the day is not breaking any laws. He's just filming in a public accessible place. And these officers feel like they have no power because, again, they can't do anything about this situation because the man's not breaking any laws. Thanks for watching till the end. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more crazy police encounters like these.